is kind of cheating. I do not want to do that because that's embarrassing. We all know what happened then. And Friends, Taylor Swift, she can do everything. I kind of nicked a few. Personally, I can't relate. It was amazing. So what song could possibly be left? Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today I thought we'd talk about LoverFest, the cancelled Taylor Swift tour or festival, whatever it was, because it was very confusing. Now basically, I decided to make my own version of LoverFest because of obviously it never went ahead and people have been wondering what it was and making their own ideas. So I thought I'd shed light on some of my own because I really like some of my ideas that I came up with. Now I'm going to be splitting this LoverFest ideas into like a little video series in a couple parts. So this video will be talking about the set list and like transitions and stuff like that. Then in the next video, which I've already mostly planned out, will be the costumes and things like that. Then part 3 will be the like stage design and like props and things and like how it will all integrate with each other. And then part 4 will be all the extra stuff, including the "and friends" bit that was very vague. But yeah, in this video, we're going to be talking about the set list. Let's get on with it. If you don't know what LoverFest was, if you're a new fan or you just click on this randomly, basically it was supposed to be the supporting tour of Taylor Swift's 7th studio album, Lover, and which came out in 2019. LoverFest was supposed to happen in summer of 2020. We all know what happened then, which led to the shows getting postponed and then cancelled. Yeah, that stuff like fans wondering about what it would have been like for years and things like that, costume. That's why I wanted to make my own like version of it, because I want to like put my ideas out. And I do think some of my ideas are pretty reasonable and possibly realistic as well. Obviously we'll never know what the set list was or costumes or anything, because Taylor's never confirmed anything or denied anything. So yeah, I don't think she's ever going to confirm or deny that. But yeah, let's get on to my version of the LoverFest set list. So my LoverFest set list has 6 acts and 1 encore. I have 30 songs a part of the set list. However, I only have 24 slots. Now, a slot is not equal to a song. Basically, a slot is a place where one performance can go together. And what do I count as a performance? That can be one single song, the full thing, a mashup, a medley, a surprise song, anything. That's a slot. I have 24 slots, but there are 30 songs, which means mashups. So yeah, you know there are mashups coming, but yeah, just like get that out of the way. And also a few factors: anything like any of the big hits that don't match the LoverFest set list, either sonically, cohesively, or like the ideas, like for example the Red hit, where they're never getting back together, doesn't make sense. Look What You Made Me Do doesn't make sense. And I think I didn't include them. However, to make up for the lack of Reputation on the set list, I included a lot more of the Lover-esque Reputation songs on here, just to make up that, and a lot of these are fan favourites. I do think it'll do pretty well. However, with Red, I had 2 exceptions, which we will come to later on. So we're going to start with Act 1, and our opening song is Cruel Summer. I can just imagine those drums, like, opening the show. Cruel Summer is already kind of the opener for the Eras tour. It's just like Miss Americana chorus and straight to Cruel Summer. And you might be wondering why did I not put Miss Americana, because like it's been a long time coming. Because this would have been only 2 years after Rep Tour. However, with Eras, it came 5 years after, which means it was a long time coming. Like, she's one of the last people to like go on tour again after the pandemic. So yeah, but Cruel Summer made more sense, and it kind of is, again, it's kind of already the opener for the Eras tour. Again, those drums ringing out in the stadiums or festivals, whatever, they'd be so good. I can just imagine them, just perfect. But then after Cruel Summer, to keep the energy high, would be Paper Rings. This one has like those like drums at the start, and like it's like really fun and cute and light, and like it still keeps energy up and people are dancing, singing. Because I want to keep the first like 2 songs energy high up. But then we end Act 1 with The Archer. This is like to slow it down a bit and have Taylor catch her breath, especially because the opening is like, I think, where you lose a lot of your energy quickly, because like you haven't been performing yet. It's like a start. That's just my theory, I don't know. But yeah, The Archer, Taylor to catch her breath, fans catch their breath. But yeah, it's a slower moment. People are like still going to be going crazy for this song. I know a lot of people love this song, including me. But yeah, that's just Act 1, just the 3 songs: Cruel Summer, Paper Rings, and The Archer. All 3 Lover songs just open the show. I will not be sharing any costume ideas, set ideas, the opening sequence, I won't include any of that. That'll all be for the next couple of videos. Now, Act 2 starts with the 4th slot of the set list. I looked at a lot of the set lists from previous tours, and what happened was the 4th slot, not including eras and maybe some one other tour, the 4th slot was almost always a song that wasn't from the album that the tour is about. So from Rep Tour, that was like the Style, Love Story, You Belong With Me remix. I think for 1989, it might have been I Knew Your Trouble, I'm not sure. But yeah, most of the time, the 4th slot was a song that wasn't from the tours, from the album that the tour is supporting. So I made sure to include that idea into this one. And I have a mashup of You Belong With Me and Love Story. This is like a flip of the Rep Tour, except it doesn't include Style. It's like flipped a bit. So it's to be like You Belong With Me, and then it'll be like the da 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 da. You belong with me. Bit like, you know, like a bit on Rep Tour, and then that'll transition into Love Story, like slowly and smoothly, and she'll slowly be singing Love Story. And then the instrumental will slowly transition into it, gives it more time, makes it smoother. Now, I didn't really explain the You Belong With Me part that well, so basically it will be just a cut down version of the song. It will be first verse, chorus, bridge, the like half or a bit of the last chorus, and then the transition would happen, and then Love Story it would be like the like second chorus, bridge, and then the last chorus, and then finish that off. So I didn't really explain that well, so just popping in there. Now, I didn't originally include Fearless in this medley as well. The reason I took it out though is because it just felt, I thought that the reason she included Fearless on the Eras tour, not just because it's just special, it's just a great song, but also because it might have been included in the LoverFest. But I did realise it's probably unrealistic she'd have Fearless on the LoverFest setlist. It makes perfect sense on the Eras setlist, but on the LoverFest, probably not. So yeah, I did not include that. I took that off. But yeah, after that, we'll be going into Death by a Thousand Cuts. I don't know why I've included that, so it felt right, you know. I don't know much to say about this song, but it'd be fun. I think if she were to play an instrument, it could be like a guitar. However, I do want to leave guitars and like pianos and other instruments for like later in the set. So yeah, we'll leave those for later. But then we move into a mashup sort of The Man and You Need to Calm Down. This is kind of cheating, because obviously they were like two big singles from the era, which means Taylor probably wants to sing them in full. However, I really like the transition she does on the Eras tour, and it's like, let's just do it on the LoverFest setlist. However, it'll be the in full versions of both songs, and like more of a transition, so this could be cheating if you want to say that. But yeah, also The Man You Need to Calm Down, political songs, just get them all out of the way, and Miss Americana would be next, and that's also a slightly political song, so we're just getting rid of all the political songs, just keep them all in one set. Miss Americana is the closing of it, and I can imagine like as the lights are going down, Miss Americana, like in the song, it's like fading out, like that like fade out bit. I can imagine that be really cool. So yeah, that's the closing it. Miss Americana, I think, would have like some really good drums as well in it, integrated. And yeah, I think they could do the thing with like the it's been a long time coming, the chorus, like on the Eras tour. But yeah, that's the Act 2. So now we're going to move on to Act 3, which is one of my favourites, to be honest. This consists of 3 songs. So we're going to start off Act 3 with London Boy. Again, not too many details about like set design, but it'll be like this whole like London theme thing, you know. I'll go into more depth later, but you know, so we'll start with London Boy, and very like, grand, you know, and I do think these saxophones in it will be like more amplified in it. I think that's like so good because I love the saxophones in this already. That's what makes this song so grand. It's just perfect. And then we move on to I Think He Knows, and I feel like a London Boy and I Think He Knows are like really just like not interconnected, sort of, like obviously about the same person, but like I think they go together really well, and they could like have a good cool transition. However, I do want a costume change between them, so I guess it could be a transition, probably not, I'm not sure. Yeah, I Think He Knows. I think the like head voice, I think the falsettos will be like really cool live as well. But yeah, and then we move into Wildest Dreams, which I think again it has that like kind of like that falsetto head voice, like a kind of from I Think He Knows. And Wildest Dreams I included because it's like it's more of a Lover-esque song from the 1989 era, and it's one of the bigger songs. So yeah, Act 3, it's like, you might not think it's my favourite from just those 3 songs, and it's just being that short. However, when I go into depth about costumes and stage designs, that's when you'll see why it's one of my favourites, and possibly your favourite as well. Then we have our longest act, which is Act 4, and there's a reason it's pretty long. So we're going to start off with a mashup of Dress and False God. However, it'll be like a portion of Dress transitioning into False God by a song. Cause obviously, because it's a Lover era song, she won't perform the entire thing. So yeah, that's how I like plan it. Like it would be like, I only bought this dress so you could take it off, and when she does like, you know, think, I know I'm not gonna do it, not way. And then it's like, only bought this dress so you can take it off. And then when she does it again, like in the regular song, in the regular version of it, instead of saying only bought this dress so you could take it off again, she would sing, we still worship this love, but still do the like R's from Dress, and then transition very smoothly into False God. It's a whole plan, I know, and it's really hard to explain without like singing it, but I do not want to do that because that's embarrassing. So yeah, but yeah, as Dress and False God are playing, but she'll be like flying over the stadium or whatever, just to go to a B stage to perform like surprise song and whatever, and do some other performances like she did in Rep Tour. And when she gets to the B stage, she'll get her like little guitar and play a surprise song. Now, some surprise songs I do think that would probably be up, like Beautiful Ghost and Only the Young, because they're from that era. Cause I don't think they're going to be played ever on the era tour, but I do think they would have been played on the LoverFest tour or whatever. And I think songs that were like Look What You Made Me Do and We Are Never, that like was like just didn't make sense to be in a set list, they would be played as surprise songs here. So you know, and then we'll move on to another mashup, which is one of my favorites, Style and Gorgeous. These aren't really interconnected. I just like the way they sounded. But yeah, it'll be like Take Me Home, Take Me Home, and like yeah, and then Out of Style, and then You Make Me So Happy, It Turns Back to Sad, There's Nothing I Hate More Than You, What I Can't Have. And then after the bridge of Style, she goes into the bridge of Gorgeous, and I really like that idea. Obviously, it'd probably be complicated to like move transitions and the instrumentals along, but you know, they could make it work. She's Taylor Swift, she can do everything. But yeah, and then after that would be Blank Space, and this would be the song she performs while flying back over to the main stage to do her in the like basket or whatever. And then we would end this set with Shake It Off. Now, I know a lot of you hate Shake It Off, which personally I can't relate. Shake Off is amazing. But yeah, I think this song, if it had to be, it could be shortened. However, I don't see it happening because it's it would have been her biggest song to date then. So yeah, I know. So if you really want it to happen, if you can have Shake It Off shortened. However, I do think the drums could be like very nicely amplified because I really like them. But yeah, Shake It Off would be the like closing of Act 4. I didn't have it as the encore because I had a better idea. I think it would be made more sense for the actual encore. However, it is closing a set, so that means it's like kind of 1989 tour where she like leaves, sort of. That's the end of Act 4. And then we move on to Act 5, which is, we start with Enchanted. Now, this does seem a bit like unrealistic. It is one of my more unrealistic thoughts about it. However, I do think Enchanted is a very love song. I think it's so like whimsical. I think it perfectly matches Lover, and I do think she could do something similar to the Eras tour, like Ball Gown, you know. But yeah, I think Enchanted would be so cute here. And then we go from Enchanted, It's Nice to Have a Friend. Now, I did have a bit of a battle in my head between myself to if not, I should include this song, because I did not include I Forgot That You Existed, because of how hated that song is, and I think it just wouldn't do good in a stadium setting. And It's Nice to Have a Friend probably also wouldn't work. However, I had a cute idea first, like playing ukulele. I saw that idea with someone else as well. I cannot remember for the life of me who that was. I only need to search it up. So like this person, they made a LoverFest style like 2 years ago. I think they also said a ukulele, and that's probably where my idea is coming from. I love that video. They had so many great ideas, and I kind of nicked a few. Sorry. Whoever this person is, I'm very sorry. I forgot your name as well. But yeah, after that, we would move on to Afterglow. I do think this is a very weird act. Like, it's like very weird combinations, you know, to go one after the other. Maybe like the drums would be more, and I think it'll be more of a fuller production because it's on like a stadium setting. And after Afterglow would be Delicate. I do think Delicate, it's one of the only Reputation singles that will like make sense to be on the LoverFest set list. I do think the like stage thing was like the cracks like she does in the Eras tour, that would have been on the LoverFest set list. And yeah, I think that would be a very good closer. Like like delicate, and then like sink into the stage. Like because it goes dark in the aerosol, so like it'll probably sink into the stage anyway. But yeah, that is Act 5, probably my weirdest act, like weirdest grouping. But you know, and let's move on to Act 6. Act 6 is probably my most unrealistic act, but also it's probably my favourite because I love the mashups I have in here, which we'll get to. But we would start Act 6 with Lover. It had to be done. I do think Lover will be like good like towards the end of a show. Like it's like nice and calm. And like I imagine it'll be very similar to how she performed it in the like Live from Paris version. And then after Lover would be Cornelia Street. This song I don't have much to say about it. I'm not sure how the instrumental and like track and like the track would be like amplified. I know it will be, but I know it'll be like definitely won't be like an acoustic performance like on the Lover Live from Paris. And I do wish there was like a live performance with the full production of Cornelia Street from the Lover era. Because like I want to know how they would have done it, because I know it would have been on setlist. It's one of Taylor's favourite songs, probably. Well, probably not anymore, but you know. But yeah, Cornelia Street, I'm not sure how they'd amplify it. I know they would because they're great at everything. But then we have probably what's so unrealistic. We have a mashup of All Too Well and Call It What You Want. Now, the reason I put this there is because she did perform All Too Well quite a few times during the Lover era, especially in the Live from Paris. She performed that then as well. Not as part of a mashup, but like, it's just on its own. So yeah, that's why I've included All Too Well. But yeah, as the mashup would go, it'll be like just the piano of All Too Well. Like, could be no other instrument, just her playing the piano, singing All Too Well very softly, and then she sing All Too Well, a very small pause, and then still on the piano, no other instruments. My baby's fit like a daydream, walking with his head down. Blah blah blah, and the chorus. And then after she sung the chorus of Call It What You Want with just the piano, nothing else, all the other instruments would start coming in, and she'd start singing Call It What You Want with the piano, slightly more stripped back than the like poppy version, and I could be more live instrument focused. And it probably won't be the full thing because we need to save time here. It'll be like the first chorus on piano, strictly piano only, then verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. But then we have another mashup, which I think is, again, the fact there's two mashups after one another is a bit unrealistic in itself. However, I just love it so much. And also, both of these mashups I wanted to take place at the piano. And I did have Cornelia Street and the All Too Well Call It What You Want mashup switched. However, I feel like it would make more sense for her to like do Cornelia Street, then both pianos. So going piano, get up, do Cornelia Street, then go back to piano. I think that's just too much work. This makes more sense. Yeah, the next mashup, again unrealistic, is Red and Daylight. Now this one is unrealistic, but again, she did do a mashup of Red and Daylight on the Lover Live in Paris. If she would do that again on the LoverFest, I'm not sure. But because she did do it, it gives me slightly more hope that she did plan to do it again. Like she do like Red again, stripped back on the piano. I think both All Too Well and Red stripped back would be so good. And like burning Red, and then she'd do the bridge of Daylight, and then do the full song of Daylight. So the bridge, full song, and then she would leave the stage to end Act 6. And finally, we have our encore song. Now, what song could it possibly be? Because Cruel Summer's the opener, Shake It Off was already part there, Blank Space is gone, Lover's gone. They're all part of the set. So what song could possibly be left? Yes, me. I know. A lot of you hate this song. I don't mind it. It's fun, okay? I like it. Not my favourite. But I do think it's going to be a very good, like, closer. Like, I promise that you'll never find another, like, me, he. Like, the finishing of that. And I do think on some date she could bring out Brendan Urie to do some performances. I think this just will be a perfect closer. And all the time she performed Me as like an opener of a show or opener of an award show, it just made no sense to me, because like Me is a closer at heart. Okay, so yeah, that would be the encore. So here is our final set list. Here is it one more time. We open with Cruel Summer, then Paper Rings, The Archer, then we open Act 2 with You Belong With Me and Love Story, then Death by a Thousand Cuts, then The Man and You Need to Calm Down, which again might be cheating, then Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, London Boy, I Think He Knows, and Wildest Dreams, Act 3, then Act 4 with a mashup of Dress and False God, then the Surprise Song, then a mashup of Style and Gorgeous, Blank Space and Shake It Off ending Act 4, then Act 5 Enchanted, It's Nice to Have a Friend, Afterglow and Delicate, And then Act 6 would be Lover, Cornelia Street, a mashup of All Too Well and Call It What You Want, a mashup of Red and Daylight, and the encore is Me. So that is my full LoverFest set list. Let me know if you want to go any other details you think I should mention in the comments or description, or the things you want me to tell you about, that you're a bit confused about, or if you want any more information about my set list. I don't know when I'll film, edit, and post my other 3 parts. However, I have almost finished the planning of the costumes part, which will be the next video. So stay tuned for when I talk about my LoverFest costumes. I have some good ideas. However, they're nowhere as good as this girl. Again, I'm very sorry, I can't remember your name, but you have some great ideas that I might have nicked. But yeah, she had such a good idea. I will leave a link to her video down below. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like if you like this video. It really helps me out. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I do basically Taylor Swift content. However, I do want to do other content like Olivia. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.